Oh my gosh, you and these yawns and stuff.
Because when I feel tight like this, I start yawning. I'm on fire. Lord have mercy. This is not going to work.
This dude said when he's tight, he yawns. What?
Yeah.
What?
Because
Oh
I
my
just finished
God.
eating too. My stomach feels tight.
Oh my gosh, I needed that. Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I am good. Thanks for asking.
Good.
How about yourself?
I am good. I'm good. I hope that all of our viewers are doing well as well. Thank you for coming back to take a look at what we got to talk about.
And thank you for the, we had a couple subscribers.
Oh, welcome.
so thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
I wish I should have remembered the names. I could
Yeah,
have
that'd
gave
be
them a
cool.
shout out. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do that for next
that
time.
next time.
Yeah, for sure. So last video, we talked a little bit about being married. And we've been doing this marriage thing for a couple years.
Yeah, we've been in there for a little bit.
Yeah. I thought that today would be a good little chat to talk about our marriage and like how we've grown and all that good stuff. So
Let's do it.
Let's pull the thread a little bit. First question. You know what? Just because I like hearing the story, when did you know that I was going to be your wife?
So, 90, what was that? 96? So August 96, or early September. I can't remember the exact date.
Mm-hmm.
But
shame on you.
Yeah, but we had met before a couple times, but we really didn't remember.
Yeah, Dee Dee says I introduced y'all. Right. You don't remember?
Don't remember at all. But so me and my boy Mike Wall, shout out to Mike Wall, decided on Thursday night. We played and we had a huge game that Saturday, the Eagle Aggie Classic.
It's not the Aggie Eagle Classic?
Okay. The Eagle Aggie Classic.
Okay.
So that game was Saturday. So for whatever reason, me and Mike decided that we wanted to go to the club Thursday.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, just to kind of, we was a little,
decompress.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So me and Mike drive from Durham to Raleigh. We go to Plum Crazy.
Best club
club ever in life in Raleigh. Yeah. Go to Plum Crazy, and we get in, we start walking towards the dance floor, and I remember you was sitting on a tabletop.
A high top.
Had on some little white shorts.
People don't need to know that.
And a whole bunch of thighs showing.
They do not need to know that.
And I told Mike Wall, I said, that's my wife right there. And you know how Mike Wall and Mike Wall fashion probably said, for real. Started laughing. But yeah, that's when I knew. That's when I knew. It was weird because I was like, oh yeah, that's wifey right there. Yeah.
Interesting. So fast forward a few years.
How many is a few?
We're going to say half a dozen plus a few.
Okay.
You have asked me to marry you. Get to our wedding day.
Yep. Great day.
It was a great day. It was
beautiful weather.
It was a really good day.
It was a really
company. Good day. Absolutely. The question is, do you feel like you got what you thought you were getting when you said I do?
Yeah, because as you said, we had been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
I know people are probably like, man, you crazy, but we dated for 9 years before we got married.
Yeah.
But those 9 years, there was a lot going on. So
it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. We had Kai.
Right.
You were playing football.
Yes.
So, it's funny because people are like, 9 years. I'm like, yeah, 9 but years. Of those 9 years, you were in DC, you were in New York, you were in St. Louis a little bit, you were in Charlotte.
Yeah.
So we really, even though I visited you quite often, we weren't in the same state
Right.
for a large
Right.
majority of
And
that
you were a
time.
single parent.
I was a single
Single
mom.
parent. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a single mom. Yeah.
I
I can.
didn't want to admit to that, but
You
I admit
fought that
to it.
for a
I
while.
admit to it. Yeah.
So you felt like you got it wasn't a bad deal.
I knew what I was getting. It wasn't like, we dated for 6 months, didn't
Right.
live together, and I was rolling the dice. Like I knew
Yeah.
exactly what I was getting.
Yeah.
I knew what I was getting at that time.
Right. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think we both did. Speaking of that time, I think that we both grown quite a bit from, if we talk about when we first started dating in our early 20s,
Right.
to our 30s, through our 40s, and now at 50 for me, you're soon coming. We've grown a lot. So what was your idea of marriage? Like, did you have like in your head, like, this is what my marriage is going to be when, as you were little, like when you think back to that
Right.
time?
So when I was young, what did I think marriage
Yeah.
looked like?
Yeah.
Good question. So when I was young, my grandparents or my grandmothers, my aunts, I saw my grandfather's uncles or whoever worked hard, and I saw my grandmother's aunties took care of the house. At the same time, they worked, but I just saw them cooking. I saw them cleaning.
More traditional roles.
More traditional,
Right.
more traditional roles. So as I got older and matured, my mom remarried when I was 16. And then is when I got the picture of the wife that I wanted. It was, my mom was a boss lady, boss chick, ran her own business, did all that, was married. And so it was like, hey, I'm a boss. He's grinding, doing his thing. We making this thing work together. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I was like, you know what? That's what I'm looking for. I don't want a housewife, stay-at-home mom. That wasn't what I wanted. I wanted a power couple. That's when I realized, that's what I'm looking for.
Gotcha. Both of my parents, they both work outside of the home. I did have one aunt who I don't recall her working outside of the home, and they didn't have kids, so it was kind of interesting,
Right.
But they, I'm a country girl, so they had pigs and hogs, and she would go out and feed them, and when my uncle came home, he had a home cooked meal. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought that all marriages look like my parents.
Right.
And I mean, they've been married 53 years. So I feel like it's a decent example.
Yeah, I think they figured it out.
So how do you think that we've grown? Because I mean, when we met, we were 20.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we've grown a lot. I mean, I can speak personally, just not being as selfish. I think we've grown as a couple, more patient, way better communication. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that we've done that took time.
Yeah.
It took a lot of time.
Some bumps and bruises.
Yeah. It's I just thought about, explaining to the kids, hey, growth hurts.
That's why they call it growing pains.
That's why you have growing pains. When you get taller, your joints hurt. Like anytime you're growing, it's painful. So we suffered and went through our share of pain.
Yeah.
But the outcome and the growth, it was well worth it.
Yeah, I agree. Is there anything that you would change, like looking back? Like,
I would have tried to get my act together earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of at the same time, the timing was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that if you change something, maybe it's not the result that we have now. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I would have to say that we like grew up together. Like we grew up married. We got married and we grew up.
We did.
Yeah. Which is a good thing, because I think we've learned to love all the different versions
Yes.
of the other.
Every version.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So what would you think? You know, like I think that a lot of people have like this image of what love is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think your definition of love changed from when we got married until now? It's kind of like, oh, that's what love is.
Right. I don't know that I have a definition of love, but I know what it looks like and I know what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what I see and what I feel now is completely on a different level than what it was back when we were 29.
I think that for me, I was in love with you, because I don't know. I remember when we found out we were pregnant with Kai.
Right.
It was like, I'm pregnant. I don't want to get married because I'm pregnant.
Right.
So for me to have said yes to marry you, I was in love with you.
Right.
However, the love I was in then is very different than the love. It's much deeper, and it's because of those growing pains and those things that we've experienced together. And you're right. I don't know. I think the definition of love is different for different people.
Right.
And in different types of relationships. But it's like there's things that I see and I'm like, that's love.
Right.
Like if I see, you know, times when the situation is awkward or I'm uncomfortable, and it's like you can look at me and you know that I'm uncomfortable.
Right.
Like, you know, it's like that's love too. You know, it's like it's just really
that's
really
being tied. It's like that's like intertwined when you get that deep.
Yeah.
The love is that deep. It's like you know, that's, I mean, if you think about it, when in the Bible it says when you get married, you become one. And so that's being one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like feeling your pain or your excitement.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
yes, 100%. Like anxiousness, I can tell.
Right.
And I'm just like, hey, you good? And sometimes you'll say, yeah, I'm good. And I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. I call Kat.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So what version of yourself, you know, we talk about like growth and everything, which was important. You know, everybody wants to evolve, become more mature. What version of yourself had to like, I don't want to say die.
Had to be gone.
Yeah. What version did we have to get rid of?
Yeah, I would say the two I could think of off the top of my head was number one, and I think I said it earlier, is the selfish version, where it was like, whatever, it's about me, you know, or you want to do this or go there. I don't really want to, so we're not going. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do away with that person or that version. And then I don't know if I did away with this or I just got old, but the party boy, like the wanting to go out and be in the scene, not just clubs or just be on the scene and be outside. I don't want to go outside. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so weird. You know, I'm like, man, you know, are we lame now? Like if something's going on, we like, yo, what time y'all starting? Oh no.
We're in the bed.
Yeah, we're in the bed. Yeah.
And it's so bad because now our dog is like programmed at 8
Right.
o'clock.
8 o'clock, it's time to go upstairs.
He's like, what are y'all doing?
Right. So selfish buddy and being outside buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for Joselyn, it was the firecracker. Like I was, I could be set off pretty quick. And it was like, I don't know that I always thought before. I guess that's a version of selfishness too, because I really didn't care about like your feelings or how you might receive something. It's like, if I was mad, who cares? I'm telling what it was. And that was a good version to go bye-bye.
Yeah.
I think, because that caused a lot of unnecessary arguments.
Yeah. Drama.
Tension. Wasn't necessary. Yeah. I'm happy that version of me are gone. And I think that it's good because I've applied or removed that version in like my relationship with the kids too. I don't like pop
That's
off.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I don't pop off like I used to, because I could pop off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You used to say your tongue is so sharp.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's good. We're glad that person's gone.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes. Amen. Question.
Answer.
I have been known in the past
Okay.
to not be an awesome communicator.
Okay.
So let's talk about communication.
Okay.
Communication in the past
Yep.
versus communication now.
Yes.
How would you speak to that?
For you?
For me, and then we could talk about
Okay. Okay.
us.
So, previously, I feel like that's like an episode. Previously, you were almost like mute. Because you really didn't commute. Like, it's almost like if something happened that you did not like,
Right.
that you disagreed with,
Shut
down.
Mm-hmm.
You did not talk. And because I'm like, what's going on? And I wanted to know right then, right there, it's like, you have to think about like the timing. Is this the right time for me to be like all in his face asking? And I feel like it's so crazy because I would be trying to like extract stuff
try
out.
And get it out.
And the more that I would try, the quieter you get.
Right.
Yeah.
So I probably went from being quiet, sitting on the couch,
to being, I'm out.
Hey, I'm gone.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be back. So it was, and that drove me crazy.
I'm sure.
Oh my gosh, baddie drove me crazy. Now it's better. I think that it's
a lot better.
It's a whole lot better because now we can sit down and we can talk. And I think that goes back to like us growing, us evolving, getting rid of some of those old selfish versions of ourselves.
And learning how to communicate with each other.
Yes.
Knowing that, I'm going to give him a second. Let's get ourselves together.
Because for me, it was like, no, we need to talk about this now.
Right.
Right now. Because I'm mad.
Yeah. And that was never great to talk about it while you're mad.
Or even if I wasn't mad, if I didn't understand, like, help me understand this. Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
We need to talk about this
and
right now.
And that was always a big thing. It was like, if I didn't understand, if I didn't agree with you, you would explain even more to try to get me to agree with you. Like, he must not understand what I'm saying. So let me explain it again.
Because what I'm saying makes sense.
To you. So you're like, let me explain this again so I can get him to acknowledge and agree with what I'm saying. And I'm like, yo, okay, you can say it however many times you want to. I don't agree.
But the thing about it was, you weren't telling me, you weren't giving me anything to work with. So it's like, okay, you don't agree, but why don't you agree? And you'd be like,
because I don't agree.
Right. That was very hard for me as being a communicator. And I will have to say, I was a communicator, but I wasn't an efficient communicator. I would say what I wanted to say and what I wanted you to know. Like, I remember I probably said this a couple weeks ago, like, hey, you don't ever have to wonder what I want to say because I'm going to tell you. That was part of the old Joselyn that kind of surfaces every once in a while.
Again,
she comes out.
Every now and then.
Yep, she sticks her head out. Yeah. But I've learned that it's like there is a such thing as like the proper timing, the proper tone.
Okay.
And making sure that the temperature is right.
Three T's. Three T's of communicating.
That's very important. And even though I was communicating, I wasn't doing it in the right way.
Right. So we've evolved.
Tremendously.
We learned how to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
Timing, tone. Every now and then we got to check each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the beauty of us evolving and doing like work within ourselves is like, we would go and say, okay, for instance, I could say, well, I feel like, and you might say, well, you're wrong. And I'm like, no. And that would be would be a thing. But now it's like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. And we've now gotten to a place that it's like, hey, your feelings are valid because they are your feelings.
They are.
So I have to then say, okay, it wasn't my intention to make you feel that way. So what could I have done differently? How could I have said that differently to make you receive what I was trying to say in the way that I intended for you to receive it? And so it's a self-reflection, but it's also me coming to you saying, okay, how could I have said that better?
Right. Yeah, you've been excellent at that, especially recently. You know,
Thank you.
hey, how could I have said that so you didn't give me that back?
Because I don't want that. I told you I want
Yeah.
peace. I don't want any friction. You know, like what can I do to
Yeah.
make that better? How could I have said that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the communication has definitely grown over time.
Yeah.
And we've learned how to communicate with each other, when, where, all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
and communication is huge in relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's something you got to get right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because now there are times that we can be like, oh, this is what he needed. Like
Right.
this is how he needed me to say it.
Right.
Because it's funny, you know how what is that saying? You get more flies with sugar than you do with vinegar or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I said that right.
But it's close.
But yeah, but that's the whole point. It's like if you say things the right way, people receive it the right way, and generally you get things moving in a easier, better way.
Easy button is good.
Yeah, for sure.
So make sure you communicate, guys.
And girls.
Communicate well.
Yeah. And it's also important, I think, like I will have to say too, for us, when we talk about like how we have evolved over time, it's also easier because I feel like we are in it together. So it's like you are my safe place. So I can be vulnerable with you without you holding it against me or using something back on me later, you know,
Right.
like, oh, let me put that in, let me take note of that so I can bring it back up again. In fact, it's funny because sometimes we'll say, well, when is the last time I said that? And we both are like, well, you said it. I just can't remember when you said it.
Right.
And that's evidence that
We don't hold a stash.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely.
We're on the same team.
We're on the same team. Yes. I'm the starting point guard.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Can I be QB1?
I'm CB1.
Well, shouldn't we be? Okay. I'm running offense, you running defense. Okay, that's cool.
5 love languages.
Mm-hmm.
So when we started reading together,
Yep.
which is something that I would recommend everybody do if they can.
Oh, it is a great book to read with a partner.
Yes. What are my love languages?
Physical touch. I don't even know if any of the other ones exist. Physical touch, period. Like if I had to rank them, physical touch, and then it's like all the way down here. Maybe acts of kindness, quality time. I think they're kind of like a toss-up. I probably would put quality time ahead of acts of service. But your top 3 of the 5, physical touch.
Way up there. Yeah.
Quality time, acts of service.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So quality time for you for sure. Service, acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of them, you know, we kind of.
It's kind of like a mixed bag.
Yeah. So gift giving, we both like to give gifts.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to give me a gift.
Right.
But I like giving gifts.
Right.
Yeah. Like we'll say, hey, don't give me a gift. Especially like times when people, I'm not going to say, times that people feel like you should be giving gifts. We're kind of like, we've kind of
like
shifted
we doing
away
that,
from it.
Like
yeah.
even Christmas. Like, you know, hey, are we exchanging gifts this year?
Yeah. And then I'm like, hey, you better not come and
goodness.
give me no gift. If you're telling me we're not giving gifts, because I like to give gifts. So what usually happens for us is because we haven't done, like we've done house gifts, like, oh, we're going to do this for the house.
Right.
And that's our gift to each other. It might be pots and pans or, you know, screened in port, something, you know. But we'll start giving each other like little things around Christmas.
Right.
But it's
like, you
not
know what,
Christmas.
this was on sale, so I went ahead and got you one of these right here.
Yeah. So that it's an excuse for us to get each other Christmas gifts, but not hold on to it until Christmas.
Right.
Or wrap it. We don't even have to wrap it.
So back in the early days, I thought quality time was just being in the same room. So I remember I used to get so upset because I'd be like, man, I'm putting in work, baby. I've been over there all week. And then you would say, quality time, that's not quality time just because we in the same room together watching TV.
Or we might just be in the same house.
Right.
Maybe not even in the same room.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'm saying that to say, how has the love languages changed over time?
I don't know that the love language itself has changed. Like your love language is physical touch.
It's my love language.
It's your love language.
Right.
What has changed is how we give each other
Right.
the other's love language.
And recognizing
Yes.
that is the love language.
Yes.
And I'm going to be honest, I didn't know or understand until I read the book. So I heard people talking about love languages, all that stuff. I'm like,
not the
whatever.
pop the balloon version of love language, right?
Nah, that's anything you could think of. You know?
I like spending time in the library.
I like music. So once I read the book and we could break down what the love languages are, how you receive it, how you give it, I was like, dang, it makes sense now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, but love languages can change too, I think. I think that they can change. I think as you mature, because I know people who are all about gifts. What can you give me?
Right.
But I think that, you know, as time goes on, maybe it's less materialistic.
Right.
And it's more, you know, it might be a gift, but it's more sentimental type stuff. So I do think that can change. And you have to be willing to, you know, like you meet your partner and other things. It's kind of like for them, their love language is their love language just because that's how they feel loved. So for someone like yourself, if I don't give you a hug or touch your arm or do every once in a while, you know, I don't love you.
Hey, listen, I get quiet. Shut down. Shut down.
Yeah. It's funny because both of the kids' love language is physical touch, I think.
Yes, Kai 100. Kai just like me.
Yes.
So when me and Kai get together, she's going to give me a hug. Our hugs are going to last for a while. If I'm laying on the couch, she's going to come lay beside me. You know, if we're together, we're touching each other somehow.
Yeah.
Brandon, not so much.
But
With
it's
you,
different. But it's different because you're male.
Right.
But he like lays on me.
He does.
Yeah. Mom, can you rub my hand? Can you rub my feet?
Jaws drives me crazy too. How you going to ask for stuff that I can't get?
I'm not going to rub your feet.
I know.
Yeah. Or his.
I know.
Yeah. So I don't do feet. No, absolutely not. You want me to massage your hand and work on that? Okay, that's fine.
Right.
I'm not going to do
you
your
ain't
feet.
gonna touch no feet.
No, we can go. I can take you to the salon with me and we can get that handled. Yeah. No.
So love languages, make sure you know your love language and your significant other's love language.
Yeah. And you have to be intentional. Like we talk about being intentional in other things, like be intentional in giving love because loving and falling deeper, like we talked about, I said before, like I've fallen deeper in love with you. That has been intentional.
Right.
Like you've intentionally invested in showing me, you know, creating a safe space for me, showing me love. So knowing the love languages help with that.
Let's shift gears.
Okay.
So what that sounds like to me is that sounds like a choice. So
100%.
We have to choose us every day.
Yep. That's good. That's good. Because every day, like how many choices are you faced with every single day?
Like
think about that.
A whole lot.
Right. When you wake up, what am I going to wear? Am I going to brush my teeth today? You know what I'm saying? It's like
am
everything.
I going to the gym? Or am I not?
It's cold outside.
Am I walking the dog?
If it's cold outside,
he in trouble.
He can run some
Zeke
laps.
is out of shape right now because
it's been too cold and it's been rain. But yeah, you're faced with so many choices every single day. One of the top choices you should make if you're in a relationship is that I'm going to do this for my person.
I'm choosing you.
I'm choosing
And I'm
you.
choosing us.
Amen. Yep. Same, bestie.
So I'm your bestie?
Of course.
Okay, so At what point did I become your bestie?
I don't know. I feel like it just happened out of the blue. Like one day I'm sitting there, I'm like, this dude is my best friend. Like, how in the heck did that
How
happen?
did that happen?
Right.
Yes.
But it's interesting because it's like something happened, like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to tell Buddy.
And then that's when you come home and you're like, girl, and I'm like, whoa. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I hit you with that when it's getting good. Yeah, when it's getting good. Like, I cannot believe this happened.
So when that starts happening, I know I'm in bestie zone, so I got to tighten up.
Yes.
And, you know.
Interesting that you say that, because I remember Kai says, like, Mom, Dad, I don't need you to fix this right now.
Right.
I just need I need you to, just listen. So sometimes I need you to just be my friend, not my husband, not my protector in that moment, not my fixer.
No, yeah.
I just need you to let me vent.
I like to fix things.
Yeah, you do. But I need you to let me vent, because sometimes the other person peeks out and I need to suppress that.
I've learned how to do that, though. I've learned how to listen more as a friend instead of I've been working on that.
Good.
Yeah.
I think I can see that. Yeah. You're proud
So
of yourself.
For me, my homeboys, my best friends, you know what I mean? So
they're our best friend.
But at some point, they're our best friend. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, did you call Jimmy?
That is crazy.
Did you call Caesar?
That's wild. Because, I mean, I knew it was a point where I got to talk about this. The Instagram or the social media posts when it says, hey, the guy the guy that's married that tells his wife everything.
Yes.
And then the guy sitting there talking to his homeboy, and his homeboy's like, yo, man, I cheated on Linda. And next thing you know, dude just starts running. And he's like, where you going? And my man's like, he can't wait to get to the house, tell his wife.
Yes, that is hilarious. And you laugh every single time that
I
comes
laugh
up.
every time I see that.
Yeah.
So that's probably why I don't get invited to some places, because they're like, we're going to leave him at the house, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, though.
Yeah, it is. But because of that, I think that we have expanded our circle of friendship.
Yeah.
Like, it just changed. It's just kind of like we've changed, we've evolved individually and as a couple. We see that our couples, that our friends who are couples, we've seen them evolve as well. So,
but it makes sense,
growing
though.
up.
All growing up, and it makes sense. So I forget what book we were reading, but they say that you're the average of the 5 people you hang around. If you want to be successful as a couple, you should hang around successful couples.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to be a millionaire, you should hang around millionaires.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, I feel like that's a topic, because like I'm thinking about like how, wow. Yeah. I'm just thinking about how like before you'd be like, oh yeah, you can hang around that person. It's fine. You who you are. Lies. Don't fall for it.
Right.
Don't fall for it. Yeah.
Number one, or one of the top reasons people get divorced. So we talked about one already, which is communication.
Yep.
The second one.
Finances.
Money, 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 money.
Okay.
You heard that?
I heard it.
Yeah, the finances, man.
Yeah.
You asked me about love early and what I was expecting and all that stuff. So as far as finances are concerned, what was your idea of marriage and how did you grow up?
So my parents each have their own checking accounts, but my dad has access to my mom's and my mom has access to my dad's. So naturally, I thought everybody did that.
Right.
It was kind of interesting to me when I've heard people that had an account, like just one. Because
a joint account.
But only the joint account.
No external stuff.
Right. Like my parents, their accounts are joint, but my mom's, they bank at 2 different banks, in fact. My parents do. So it's like, this is my mom's account, but like if you look at her checks, it's Ruby and Joe.
Right.
If you look at my dad's checks, Joe and Ruby. So it's joint accounts, but it's their own accounts. And I don't know that I ever recall, other than like my mom saying, Joe, go get money out of my account for me. I don't know that I cannot recall a time when my dad has withdrawn money from my mom's account or my mom has drawn money from my dad's, or they've written checks off of the others, but they have access. So I naturally thought that that was going to be the way things are.
Gotcha.
With like, when we got married. And it is. And it's necessary. Because now let me just say this. You have done a phenomenal job. You came to me several years back. And I remember even one of my friends asked me, how do you and Buddy do your bills? And you said, Jocelyn, we need a bills account. So we direct deposit our paychecks, we figure out what our average is of most of our bills. Like, we have bills that's the same every month, but we actually direct deposit money into our bills account to cover our bills. We have an account for our mortgage payment, and we have accounts for our household bills, credit cards, and all of that. And that's fantastic to me because the money that's left is like my little allowance.
That's your trick money.
That's my trick. Because you might look online at the credit card
I'm
statement.
looking all the time.
I can't surprise you with anything because you will be like, hey, I thought you said that the bill for Qdoba was $27. It's coming up as $30.
Right.
So I can't get anything. You can't surprise you that way. So we have our individual accounts, but you can access mine. I can access yours. We have joint accounts, but it works for us.
It works for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way I grew up, so. My grandfather, he would come home putting money on the table. You know what I mean? My mom, when her and Mike were married, Mike would come home, slap that check on the table, and mom just make it do what it do.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I saw both sides. I've seen people that are big savers that don't spend, and I've seen people that like to spend and have fun because, hey, you can't take it with you.
Yeah.
So I think that I'm in the middle. I think that we're somewhere in the middle when it comes to that. I want to make sure as we've gotten older, we're putting a lot of emphasis on
retirement
and leaving a legacy for the kids and their kids.
Yep. Yeah.
So we've made some moves, did some things, but as far as finances go, I think we've done a pretty good job.
Yeah. And the beauty in all of that is, the kids are involved in it.
Yeah.
We opened up Roth IRAs for both Brandon and Kai. Of course, Kai's older, so Kai was a little bit older when her account was open. I wish we had done it earlier, even earlier. But it's a beautiful thing to see because now, like, once Kai graduated from college, she took over ownership of her Roth, her whole life.
She's policy,
investing in that herself. And what is so cool is Brandon called or texted you a few weeks ago and was like, hey, Dad, so I have some money. How much money do I need to invest? Can you just take the money out of my account and make it happen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, like that's really cool because it's like they see us doing it.
Yeah.
It's not us just talking about it. So so that's really cool to me.
And they don't teach it in school,
Which is a disservice. Boy, they don't even teach them how to sign their name in cursive anymore.
Right. Yeah. So I would recommend that you have financial conversations at a young age with your kids.
Yeah.
Talk to them about investing. Talk to them about, managing accounts, all that good stuff. High yield savings accounts versus
oh my gosh,
your money sitting in a savings account where it's gaining 0.01%. Get you a high yield savings account that, you can get 3.4%, 4%, sometimes
that
as high as 5%.
That is a game changer.
So those are things that, you learn as you get older. You didn't know when you were younger. So you try to,
So do you want that $100 to make you $4 or do you want it to make you 10 cents?
Right. That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like
crazy.
That's how it boils down.
Right.
That's how it all boils down. And I think that is, we've done really good. You're right. Like we save. We actually have savings.
Right.
Now, one time we didn't.
We was freestyling.
Yes.
Or would you consider yourself a saver or a spender?
I'm the both.
She said the both.
I'm the both. Because there are times that it's like saving mode. There are times that we're like, oh. But I feel like there are, and it's cyclical, I think, for us, because there are times when we spend, and it's times they were like, hey, I'm just going to eat a sandwich, or I'm just going to eat some cereal.
Right.
I don't need to go out to eat,
Right,
you know?
right.
And then there are times it's like, hey, let's go out, you know?
Yeah, so what you're saying is we lock in at times, and sometimes we just let our hair hang.
Yeah,
Just
here at Christmas time I just have to, I move and shake, and you just like, just let me know. Because I feel like at Christmas is like you want to give gifts and everything, but you don't want to give gifts. You're like, they really need that.
Like, we got to get gifts for boo, 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 boo. And I'm like, man, do we? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then you love it. Then you're the first one in there under the tree,
right.
like, look where we got you. Well, what did we get?
Yeah. Nah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I like to give.
Yeah,
like
you're like,
give.
how much more we got left to do?
I just want to know.
Yeah.
I just want to know what's going on.
Right.
Because we'll set a budget. So back in the day, you used to say, okay, we spent X on Kai. We got to spend X on Brandon. I'm like, but we got him everything he asked for. So why are we upping his budget just because we spent?
Because if he's 3, he doesn't even know what to ask for.
That's my point. But we made it. So we made it. Finances is lovely.
Yep. We're in a good
conversations
space.
are easy.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you guys about him. This guy right here. Birthday time. Horrible. You are a horrible birthday person, because it's like it comes time for your birthday and you start buying yourself all of the stuff.
Because stuff be on sale. And they know when my birthday is. So they send me emails and be like, boom. So I'll be, I just get this real quick. But it's not big stuff. I always get small stuff.
Lies. It doesn't matter what it is. You get whatever you want. You're like, oh, I want to go get this. And I'm like, Kai, don't abort. He's already, nope, don't do it. She's like, did he already go get it? I'm like, already went and got it. Came home with it today. Yep. But that's when you buy most of the time. Our anniversary, your birthday, and Christmas. That's when you decide to buy for yourself. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll save the big stuff. I won't touch the big stuff.
Just don't buy, period.
Okay.
You know it's crazy.
What's that?
First of all, I just turned 50.
You did. You look good. You look great.
Thank you.
You look great.
I appreciate it.
They would have never known if you didn't say anything.
Well, thank you. But it's wild because a lot of times I have to say, girl, you're 50. You've been with your husband for 30 years.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you think about those kinds of things. It's like we have grown so much. But the good thing is I've appreciated who you were. I appreciated who you were.
Right.
And I appreciate who you are now. And I'm looking forward to who you are becoming.
Who God is turning me into.
Yes.
It's like a fine wine.
Are you talking about yourself?
Or a good bourbon,
Okay. Yeah, aging
the older
well.
it is, the more expensive it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I agree. I appreciated the 30-year-old Joselyn, but the 50-year-old Joselyn is like, yes, it's a great package because you're a boss. I'm waiting for you to get to the point where I can just retire and be a stay-at-home dad.
I told you I'm retiring before you, though. So I don't know how that's gonna happen.
So just to see you grow and mature, as a mom, as a wife, as a Black female in corporate America, as a Christian, like to see your growth in all those areas has been amazing and a pleasure to watch.
Thank you.
Don't start crying. Don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah.
But I will say I mimic that sentiment, right back at you, because we have grown together. I laugh and I joke all the time with people. I'm like, Buddy took all of my adult years. But it's like we've learned so much throughout those years. And I'm just thankful that number one, God has kept us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful that we started on the journey together to get a closer relationship with God.
To grow spiritually.
To grow spiritually,
Yeah.
yes. And it's just like, it's going to be a good ride.
How much you think has changed since we've grown spiritually?
In what way?
So I'm going to answer that question.
Okay.
I think that everything has become easier. Communication has become easier. Sex life has been better. I think that every aspect of our relationship just shifted once we gave it to him.
I would agree. Yeah, I think so. I think when you start your day, when you're rooted, and I say when you start your day because, we both start our day with gratitude.
Right.
And it's like when you start your day in that way and you know that all that I have is because of him, you operate from a different place.
Right.
I think we mentioned before that we know that it's you and I, that we are a team, that we're on the same team. We're there for each other.
Team Crutch.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we're Team Crutch, but Christ is at the center of that. So, we've experienced hardships together. We've had illnesses from parents, from family members, deaths. We've experienced so much stuff.
Right.
And it's him who kept us. You were there.
We wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, like you were there holding me up, but he was there helping you hold me up. You know what I mean?
Yes. So how important you think that is, speaking to people in relationships, married couples, people engaged, whatever the case may be, how important do you think it is for them to make sure they're implementing that into their relationship?
Faith?
Yes.
This might be a hard one for some people to swallow, but you have to know what your non-negotiables are. And if you are a person of faith, and you are wanting to grow in your faith, it makes sense for you to seek a partner who have that similar desire. It's kind of hard to be in a relationship with someone who, you are a Christian and you are wanting to grow your relationship and be closer to God, and this other person is agnostic or they don't believe, like whatever that dynamic is, it's hard. The Bible says equally yoked.
Equally yoked.
So it's kind of like that's the thing. And it's not to say that, if you don't know all the books of the Bible, then no, that's not it. Because you grew up as a Christian going to church. I did the same, but I'm
just now learning the story. It's all the story. I'm just now getting
It's okay to grow together.
Yeah.
It's just like you just have to have non-negotiables. So if you are single and you're looking for someone or you're engaged, well, let me back up. If you're single and you're looking for someone, make sure you know what your non-negotiables are. There are other nice to have things, but all of those things aren't important. Like we tell our kids sometimes, if you are attracted to someone and they may not be like, oh my gosh, like, oh, whatever, when you see them, that can develop based on the person on the inside. Yeah, there needs to be some level of attractiveness, of course, but there are other things that if they are part of those non-negotiables, that I promise you they make them more attractive.
They grow. So I grew on you.
I thought you were all right. But I would say that as singles, like know what your non-negotiables are and don't waver from that. If you are in a relationship, have the conversations to know, like, hey, are we on the same page? Because if you're not on the same page, you either need to figure out how you're going to get on the same page or
figure out how you're going to bust up out of it. You need to get up out of there.
Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah. What about you? What's your thoughts?
I think it's super important, especially now, having lived it. And if I step outside of our relationship and just look at how we grew and the things we went through that help us grow spiritually, like I think it's a non-negotiable for one. And there's nothing but benefits to it, because once you, as a couple, commit yourselves to God and devote yourself to him, good things happen.
Yeah. So what do you, and this is probably would be a good topic to really like peel the onion back with like Kai and maybe people of that generation. But like, what would your thoughts be for the singles out there? They're trying to find somebody. Like, what would you say?
I don't know, because it's different now. So back in the day,
Go to Plum Crazy.
I had to walk over to you and talk to you to get your phone number.
That's valid.
And now they just swipe and everything's a DM and all that stuff. That's,
Yeah.
So it's just different. I would say it's hard.
I would say it's hard. Just like listening to.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to answer that question, because I ain't in these streets. I'm in the bed at 8.
Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, I know. I think it's hard, but I do. Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this real quick because I feel like I need to. So I was at a function, a day party, because if I'm gonna do anything, it's a day party, and I was there with my fraternity was doing it. So it's sad to see some of the older people that are single, and to see how they interact in those environments. So if you're 50, you can't interact like you're 23 at an event.
That's valid.
You see what I'm saying? Like I would expect you to move a certain way and to not. It's just, I think it's kind of sad how some of the people move, the thirsty people, how they move in those environments at that age. It's just weird. I'm sorry. I just had to say that.
Okay. I don't have a comment for that. Okay.
So you asked about single people out there now. I know you was kind of prefacing younger people.
Yes.
But it's a lot of older people that are single too.
That's valid. Yeah. I just think that it's hard out here.
It's hard out here, man, to be single. Oh, no. It's hard out here.
You speaking like you really know.
Because I see people who are single out here and what they go through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's rough out here. Can't take nobody to Applebee's no more. They talk bad about cheesecake.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Go ahead. What you got?
Well, I don't know if it's a question. Yeah, it is a question. Did y'all know that you cannot go out? Like if you're going to a party where there's music and there's dancing, you cannot dance with somebody unless that's your person. The kids told me that. They said you can't go out. That if I go out, so think about, let's go back to our days at Plum Crazy.
Okay, we're at the club.
We're dancing, me and you dancing.
Right.
And you like, hey, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And I see Jimmy right there. And I'm like, okay. And I turn and I start dancing with Jimmy. They said that I am loose.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you only get one dance partner per night?
Correct. I was like, oh my goodness.
Who wants to be single? I'm not.
I was like, I said, it's nothing back in the day that I'm dancing like this and you might turn around and dance with somebody else.
Same song.
What is wrong with these people? They said that you cannot dance with the person unless that's you.
So you have to be strategic about who you dance with.
They said if you dance with somebody, that's you. So you got to make sure that if you dance with somebody, just know that nobody else is going to dance with you. Nobody else is going to dance with you. Or they're going to say you loose. That's crazy. Probably not the word that they say. That's probably our old word is loose. Is some other word that they use, I'm sure. But yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You can't dance, dude.
Times
you cannot dance.
Times have changed.
I'm so happy. Thank you for bringing me inside.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you.
So I think that's it for tonight. We talked about, how we've done this thing for 20 years. Yep. I appreciate your participation.
Thank you.
Like, subscribe.
Comment.
Please do.
Share.
Let us know if there's something you want us to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Open to suggestions.
Yeah. We have a few topics that we are toying around with. So
we'll see.
yeah. Thank you.
All right, fam. Have a good one.
Be blessed.